guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be feeding Butter some new foods. So you guys know Butter is my lemon-head Thai Aranda goldfish that I recently got, and obviously she's been through a lot of ups and downs over the past month that I've had her in quarantine, but she is healed and she is doing amazing now. We're putting all of that behind us and starting fresh. For today's video, we are going to be letting Butter try some new foods that I have been so excited for her to try for literally forever. But obviously, you guys know she got sick with dropsy and all that happened, so obviously I wasn't going to do anything out of her treatment zone for that 2 weeks that she was in treatment. But now that she is healed and done, we can finally try some new foods and I'm really excited. I'm going to be filming these clips for you guys over the next couple of days, so I'm thinking about trying one new food a day over the next couple days, and then I will film that, compile it, and that's what you guys will be seeing. Don't worry, I'm not going to feed her all of these new foods in one day. I wouldn't do that. However, one of the foods you guys will see me feeding her are organic shelled peas, which I get frozen and then I thaw them and then I shell them, mash them, and feed them to her. She already gets those about every other day anyway. It keeps her regular and she loves them and they're really good for her. So, however, we are going to be feeding her seaweed as well as some broccoli today. So you guys will get to see the first time she's ever tried broccoli and seaweed, which is really exciting. Those are the only 3 foods that I think I'm going to try for this video. Maybe we'll try some more later, but we'll see if she even likes those. For sure she loves the peas, so I'll show you guys her eating some peas because they're her favorite. And then of course the broccoli and the seaweed, we're going to try those as well. I'm really excited to see if she likes them or not. Obviously, make sure if you're feeding your goldfish new foods they've never had before to spread it out and don't do it all in the same day. You don't want to upset their digestion or anything. Another thing I really wanted to tell you guys about Butter, which is pretty exciting, is I have been working with her on hand feeding over the past week and she will now eat out of my hand. I'm so excited. It took me about 3 days of trying once per day and then she finally got it. If you guys want me to do a video on showing you guys how to train your goldfish to hand feed, maybe I can film that for you guys if anyone's interested. If not, and you're like,
that's so boring, I don't want to hand feed my goldfish, what?
Then just let me know in the comments down below. Either way, if you guys want to see it, I'd be happy to film that for you. But basically, I worked on hand feeding with her for about 3 days and she finally caught on. And so I've been hand feeding her peas. That's pretty exciting. So in this video, you guys will probably see me hand feeding her these foods. And that is because I trained her to do that, as we've been working on that and she's doing really well with it actually. I think she's gotten a lot more comfortable with the idea of eating from my hand, and so she is doing it now and that's really exciting. But yeah, that is enough of my rambling. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, so here's Butter in her tank. This is her 20-gallon tall that she's been in. And as you can see, she has ripped up both of her plants. She does this every single day. Every day I plant them back in the sand and she goes over and she grabs a root and jerks it and then drags it around the tank. So her plants are constantly free floating and she eats on them. You can see there's a ton of bites out of her. You can see there's a ton of bites out of the leaves. She just chews on them all the time. She's really naughty. She's a really rotten little goldfish, but that's fine. There may be some plants floating around in this video. Okay, so you guys know she already gets peas. I will insert some footage of her getting peas for you guys. Peas are her favorite thing that she eats, I would say, as far as like people food goes or like vegetables go. She absolutely loves them and they're actually how I trained her to hand feed. So this is the piece of broccoli. You guys can barely see it. I have the lights off in here so that she illuminates really well and you guys can see her eat really good. This is just a piece of organic frozen broccoli that I have thawed under warm water, and then we are going to put this in there and see if she will take any bites off the florets. Alright, let's zoom in so you guys can see really well. Alright, usually she sees me come up above the water and she'll know that I'm coming. Oh, she sees it. She's like, what is that? She bit it. Come here, baby Butter. We'll just be really still and let her kind of check it out. What do you think? Is it good? So another thing that you can do if your fish is afraid of being hand fed, you can actually use a seaweed clip, which I actually have one. So I'm gonna go grab it now and I'll show you guys how to hang the broccoli inside of the tank for the fish. Okay, so this is a seaweed clip. You guys can see it right here. I'm sorry if it's a little bit dark. I mean, it's a butter video, so we want her to be able to be seen really well, right? No one cares about the clip. But basically, this is a seaweed clip that I got at my local fish store. It hangs and it can also swivel so fish can take bites off of it. And then you can hang it in the tank. So if you have a fish that's really skittish, is afraid of you, and you haven't worked on hand feeding or anything like that, then you can hang the food on the clip inside the tank. Okay, so here we have our broccoli on our seaweed clip. Now we're just gonna stick it in the water and see if she will go for it. Here we go. Let me move her plants that she's got everywhere so you guys can see. All right, let's see if she wants it. Oh, she's eating it. All right, I think it's safe to say that Butter may not be a big fan of broccoli. She took a few nibbles, but now that it's hanging in there freely, she's not tearing it up, so I'm gonna go on and assume it's not her favorite. I really need some plant weights. All right, so here we are. It's the next day, and you can see little Butter is so excited. She sees me. Hi, Beepy, I know you're hungry. She is ready. Look how excited she is. Are you hungry? I know you are. I know you're waiting for it. I know. All right. So we are about to try seaweed for the first time. You guys can see I have some roasted seaweed here. It is organic and there's nothing added to it. It's just plain seaweed, and this is actually really good for goldfish as a treat, so we're gonna do that. I have a piece I broke off here. All right, same as with the peas and the broccoli. You guys know I have been training Butter to hand feed, so we are just gonna put this in there and see if she'll take any. Good girl. She attacks it. It's so funny. Yeah, you're beautiful. Did you like it? I think she got a good chunk of it. Good girl. Did you like it? Was it good? She's like, I don't know. Good girl. She seems to like the seaweed. She's coming back for more. She's taken 3 bites now, so that's a pretty good sign. I think she likes it. The seaweed does kind of muck up the water a little bit, so make sure you have a really good cycled filter, and also maybe do it right before a water change. So Butter seems to like the seaweed, so I'm going to show you guys something you can do using the clip, obviously just like the broccoli. If you have a fish that does not like being hand fed, basically just like any old saltwater clip that you would have for a saltwater tank, you can basically take your little piece of seaweed and then put it in the clip and then hang it in the tank, so we'll do that. Basically you can take your clip just like so, hang it in the tank, and then let your fish eat on it. And they will eat it at their leisure, and they don't have to be scared. Just like that. She seems to really love the seaweed, which is really cute. She did bite it 3 really big times from my hand, but like I said, if you have a fish that's really skittish and it's afraid to eat from your fingers, you can always use like a saltwater clip is what I call them, but they're really just like a seaweed clip, and you can use it in your tank to feed your goldfish their veggies, and it works great. You love that seaweed, huh? This might be your new favorite treat. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Butter is just here enjoying her seaweed. I really appreciate you guys watching and hope you enjoyed watching me feed Butter all of these new treats. And by far, seaweed is definitely her favorite. She's absolutely loving it. Seaweed is actually a really good green algae for goldfish. It will keep her bowels moving, so it's definitely a good thing to give her as a treat. I wouldn't feed it every day personally because it does muck up the water, but I don't see why you couldn't feed it to your goldfish a couple times a week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Be kind. Bye.